Hey everyone, it's Nons. Um, I'm trying to determine to either take a break from my videos or just stop it altogether. I feel like if I were to take a break, then I wouldn't honestly come back, because usually if things get too overwhelming and I say I'm going to step away for a minute and then come back, it doesn't usually happen. So either I have to push through all this stuff that's been going on and keep on doing them for the benefit of they help me, they distract me, I can interact with a few people, and I'm helping some people. And I want to continue on to do that. But there has been a great tragedy and so many other things even before that. So I'm just going to go into a little bit. I might curse, so, if you don't want to hear cursing, don't listen. Um, if you don't care, don't listen. I mean, I really don't care what you think if you have negative remarks. Um, there's a person that thumbs down my videos. It's only one time, and I'm sure it's always the same person that just wants to thumb it down, and it's like, go ahead, get your joy out of that. Um, so I'm just going to explain a little bit, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. This might be me saying goodbye. Um, for the people that depend on me for anxiety tips and just talking about my anxiety for them to feel so alone, for them to feel not alone. I'm trying not to edit this, so my words are going to be confused. You'll understand you'll understand through the video. I want to keep on going, and that's what I'm going to try to do in my heart. And um, if I do, you're going to see my reviews or my makeup, and I'm going to be off a little bit, and I'm going to have to learn. It's going to be me. It's going to be me, anxiety. It's not going to be me trying to be phony. It's who I am. So I know. Anyway, let me explain. So, I mentioned before, and I'm not getting into total detail with everything because there are cruel people out there and they don't need to be knowing all my business. But for my friends that are on YouTube and for the people that need to know, I'm going to give you a little bit of it. I'm not going into every detail. But, um, for the past 3 months, I've been struggling with my daughter being sick, physically in pain all the time, and that's been a lot, in doctor's appointments on top of my doctor's appointments, what I already have and everything. And that's been a lot. And Friday, we got the results of what was going on with her, and it's going to be something for life. It's not going to be a quick fix. It's not going to be, this is going over. This is going to be a struggle for life. So I was broken from that. I was broken because my daughter has to be in pain every day of her life. And yes, there's going to be ways to manage it where it's hopefully tolerable, but no parent wants to see their child hurt, and especially on a daily basis. So that broke me. Another thing, my therapist I had for 4 years got a promotion and isn't my therapist anymore. I saw her for the last time Friday. So it's like I find out on Friday morning before I leave for therapy that my daughter is diagnosed with something, and then I have to say goodbye to my therapist that I've had for 4 years that has helped me tremendously. I have to say goodbye. And now I have to go to a therapist that I don't know and that I'm not going to be comfortable with, and it's going to take time, and so it's not going to be a relief for me to go to therapy. It's going to be hopefully get comfortable enough, and in time I could let things out, but right now it's not going to happen. So that's a hard thing. On top of that, my whole family lost someone to a violent crime. And I've been crying for just 3 days straight because first it was my daughter and losing my therapist, and then a death in the family. And it's hard to deal with that because once again we go to my anxiety part where I can't comfort anybody because I can't go be with them. Because I have anxiety. I can't just up and leave, and I don't have the money to up and leave. So I can't support people that need to be supported. And there's nobody to support me. So I don't know how to get through this, and not having the therapist that I could talk to, I don't know what to do. I don't I don't have any outlets here, you know? Um I have to mourn, you know. I have to, while I'm mourning, I have to, like, make sure my daughter's okay, and I have to take her to specialists, and, you know, so it's not like I even have time to mourn. It's not like I could fully mourn. I would like everything to stop. I would like to process. I would like to just mourn the loss of a loved one, the loss of a family member. The loss of a life just ended way too soon. And I can't do that because there's so many other things to do. I mean, I'm mourning as much as I can, and I wish I had somebody. I have to face it. I wish I had somebody to hold me. I wish I had somebody to say, I'm going to walk through this with you. So I just feel in desperate need of companionship, and it's not there. And I want to say, fuck you to anxiety, you know, and I question God, because God's, you know, if you read the Bible or you just hear, you know, can't think of the right words, but you you know, God only puts on you what you could handle. And my family has handled so much. And I know there's families that's handled worse than that. And I know there's the tsunami and the earthquake in Japan and all that tragedy. And I'm not taking from that. I'm just going what is inside my heart and inside my life, that my family has lost too many people in horrible ways, and it needs to stop, because the ones that are left, we have nothing left. We have, the strength seems gone, and when we're in all different places, we're all suffering alone because we can't be together and we can't help each other through anything. And it hurts. It hurts to still be locked in this prison of anxiety and still have to mourn and still have to struggle, and it just hurts. So that's why I don't know if I will be back on YouTube, because it just seems like sort of useless in a way, but then it's not, it's so confusing to me, I wish I had the answers, but it's like every time I feel like giving up with this YouTube thing, I always get a comment or I always get a message, and I'm so thankful for those messages because they're just somebody saying, I saw your video and I understand your anxiety, and I'm so glad I'm not alone, and those things help me so much, and I know I'm helping them, so I don't want to stop. But I have so many losses right now. And if people had therapists and, lost them, they switched or they moved and they had them for a long time, if there's something that you feel could help me, write it in the comments, like how you dealt with losing, a therapist that was good and that you talked to for 4 years and then suddenly, boom, they're gone. Um, Losing family members, I've been through it before. Um, there's really no comfort there. So, um, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I know that I think this is important. I know that one day I hope that I can break through and change something. So I'm not saying I'm leaving YouTube. I'm saying I have to sort of regroup my thoughts, and I have to sort of stop being angry at God, and um I don't know. I thought I had the right words and I thought I could explain everything, but another thing I noticed, because I'm talking about my anxiety, so I noticed that, I think you think, like, well, I thought, like, I'm like, oh boy, I'm addicted to makeup, because I have to keep on ordering stuff or whatever. But if I go back in my history and I say, well, what was it before the makeup? And it was always something. And I noticed that I have always, I have to get things off the internet because, I can't go many places because of my anxiety. But when you don't have friends to be around, when you don't have family to be around, for some reason, packages were a comfort to me. It was like I would order things, and knowing that that package would come would be like, well, it felt like somebody was in my life or something. And I realized the last, like, I think since the Inglot shipment, whenever that was, whenever I did the review, I haven't been ordering things because, that was like my little, stash that I could spend through the month. I spent it on Inglot, because of my budget or whatever. So I haven't been ordering things online, so there hasn't been any mail for me. And not having any mail makes me feel lonely as hell, because it's like I don't have people, let me have mail, let me have packages, and that is a hard thing to cope with too. It's like, oh my god, I miss packages, you know? That's just so weird. It's weird that, I get attached to material things getting to me because I don't have a person or people. So that's hard to deal with. So I added that in because it's part of anxiety. It's part of the stages of you realize how shitty your life is when there's nobody else. You realize that I'm drawn to, obviously, packages because I know there's something in it that, gonna make me happy at least for a few minutes. So if you guys relate to that, leave a comment. Just, if I don't make videos. I have a Facebook. I don't think I'm gonna shut down my Facebook, but just add me as a friend if you need to communicate. I'm still gonna be on YouTube watching other people's videos and you know, trying to reply to my comments if I possibly can and my messages. So it's not like I'm deleting my account. It's just that I'm trying to think if it will be worth doing like reviews and makeup tutorials if I'm still mourning and if I'm still struggling with, you know, my daughter's illness. It's like, why should I do this? I feel like why should I try to do these things when they mean like nothing? They're not, but then it's like my daughter's like, you better keep on doing your channel. You need to keep on doing it and not let anything stop because you're helping people and it's helping you. And I want to listen to those words because I think they're words of wisdom, and she's telling me to keep on going, and I want to show her that giving up isn't an option. So it's just a struggle, and I just wanted you guys to know that it's a struggle. And I thank everybody that has the strength to leave me messages, and I thank everybody that has been my friend. And like I said, don't stop communicating. Just know that I am not okay right now. I'm pulling everything I have inside to be okay eventually. So, I think that's it. Anxiety, I hate you. I hate you. God, where are you? And to the precious soul that lost his life way too early, rest in peace. And I love you.